Jai Hind everyone, this is Harsh Chaudhary and I warmly welcome you all to my channel. If you are new to the channel, I would like to introduce myself in a very brief way, and I would also like you all to know the motive of creating this channel, for what kind of content to put I have created this channel. Now I will start from the very basic thing, that is my basic introduction in a very brief way and in a very quick and prompt way. So as I already told you, my name is Harsh Chaudhary. I come from Muzaffarpur, Bihar. I am currently in class 12th. As I am a student of CBSE, I had to take 5 subjects. So my three main subjects are physics, chemistry, and maths. I have taken PCM as my stream, and as a science stream, and in that science stream I have taken PCM, and along with PCM I have English and fine arts as my basic other additional subjects. Now I will move to the further thing, that at this kind of at this when a student comes at this kind of stage, that is in class 11th or class 12th, he have to choose a competitive exam in which he has to step in. So as I already come from a military background, my family has been always indulged in military and police services. So I was very much inclined to the defense sector. So I had chosen to give NDA, and NDA has been my main name since my childhood, only from class 8th only. And along with NDA I had to choose a backup option, because having a backup option is very good. And for that backup option I assessed my capabilities and the stream which I had taken. So with PCM stream I had a very good backup option, that is JEE. And I also choose JEE not because it gives a very good backup option, so that if unfortunately NDA doesn't come in my destiny, then I can go to BTech college, do my BTech degree, and then I can apply for the graduate entries in the defense forces. But also that the PCM which comes in JEE and the PCM that comes in the NDA are basically of same syllabus, same chapters and same topics. However, the difference is that there is a difference in level, that the PCM that comes in JEE is much on a very higher level basis, and than the PCM that comes in the NDA. So I thought, after completing the 10th I had to choose a stream. So I thought that if I will take PCM and if I will take JEE as my backup option, then if I will do the JEE thing on a very religious person, religious really way I do, if I do it very religiously, then I can easily clear the PCM of NDA. So that's why I had taken JEE as a backup option for me. Now I will move to the further thing, that why I have created this channel. So from this channel, uh, I want you all to know about this thing, that after you clear the written examination of NDA, you have to go through an SSB interview process. And in that SSB interview process you are assessed over various qualities, and in all those various qualities that a leader of Indian Defense Forces should have, the communication skills is a very basic quality a person should have. As a good leader should be able to communicate and convey his message to his troops, so that a very good outcome can be produced at the end from that whole group. So that is why communication skill has been always a very basic quality and a very main quality, on that basis only, on that basis the candidate is given points on the communication skills, as it carries much marks in the SSB interview marking scheme. So uh, in order to maintain my communication skills and in order to maintain my fluency, especially in English, because English is a very common language, and in SSB interview the whole thing is conducted in English only. So in order to means to eradicate the fear of fumbling and fear of failure in talking to other people in English language, I had chosen a platform that I decided that I will make a YouTube channel on which I will talk about my daily happenings, that how many hours did I studied in a day, and what kind of how many targets did I achieved in a day, how many targets related to my physical standards and fitness, how many fitness goals did I achieved in a day. I will brief about everything, and I will brief about everything in 10 to 15 minutes in English language only, so that my fluency in English can be improved. So this is why I have created this channel. Now I will move to the further thing. As today is 27th of May 2026, today I have studied around 7 hours 45 minutes, if you can see. Yes, 7 hours 45 minutes, and in that 7 hours 45 minutes my productive time would be around 7 hours 10 minutes or 7 hours 15 minutes, because in this timer's time there is always some unproductive time, like hydration break, or washroom breaks, or downloading the lecture, finding the lecture, and deciding which target should be done first and which target can be done after this session. So this is all that I studied today, and among these 7 hours 10 to 15 minutes that I studied productively today I did current affairs, daily current affairs, then I did the maths part. I did previous year questions of I did previous year questions of matrices part. Yes, I did matrices part, in which I had to attempt around 58 questions, and in those 58 questions I got 39 correct, and that is a very good thing. And it was very good for me that I solved around 39 previous year questions out of 58 given previous year questions. It gave me a confidence boost in myself, as I and this was the whole motive for which I have taken JEE as my backup option, because I already studied matrices chapter from my JEE side, and now when I study it from the NDA perspective, and when I do the PYQs of NDA, then I feel it very easy, and I complete and I am able to solve many of the NDA PYQs than other average NDA aspirants who have not taken JEE as their backup option. So this is the main advantage when a person who is into JEE field comes in the NDA field, and then he can easily clear the PCM of NDA. I am not talking about the other things, that is GS and English, but in the PCM thing, if a person who comes from JEE background, and if he wants to attempt the NDA PCM, then he will be scoring, outperforming all the other candidates who are not from JEE background, and for this reason only I have taken JEE as my backup option. Now I will move to the further thing, that what fitness goal did I achieve today. So when I woke up at around 4:30 a.m. today, I had a very good run of 4 kilometers today. It was a benchmark for me, that is 4 kilometers, and in those 4 kilometers my pace was around 5:10, so it was a very good pace throughout my running. And after completing the run, I came back to my house. I did study of around 7 hours 10 minutes, and after completing my study at around 9 p.m. I had a good workout session, weight training session, with dumbbells and all the bench press and all the gym equipments that I have with me. And after completing the weight training session, I did journal writing today, and after writing the journal, I read book. Currently I am reading Balidan book, in which all the stories of SF operatives are given in that is by writer. The writer's name is Swapnil, I guess. Yes, Swapnil is the writer's name, and I'm reading that book currently, and after reading that book I am here making the video. So this is all for today. Today was 27th May. It was a very good day for me. I completed all my targets today, all my fitness targets also, and the day went very well. So I also faced some challenges, but I hope that I can introspect myself in a very good way, and I can improve those things from tomorrow on. So this was all for today. Thank you for watching.